I feel surprisingly mellow. A friend of mine who's a nurse said that you tell the truth after you have anesthesia. So, okay. So my first thought when I woke up was, I'm happy I get to see my wife after this. So I guess that must be the truth. It's been an hour since I took all 12 pills. It's a little unpleasant once you get to 16 ounces and 12 pills, but not terrible. But an hour later, there's been no action yet. So I think I'm just going to watch some Netflix, see what happens. All right, it is currently 2 o'clock in the morning. This is how it's gone down. So I did that the first 12 pills around 4:30 or so, finished around 5, kept drinking water according to the directions. Went to the restroom once after that, then didn't use the restroom again until then at midnight. I got up and did the next round of 12 pills. And immediately upon finishing the 12th, drinking, the 12th pill, went to the restroom. Now, hour and a half later, I don't know. This is probably my 7th trip to the restroom now. And now, after this trip, things are starting to run almost clean. So I was actually getting a little worried before I took the second 12 pills because I'd only made one trip to the restroom. But for me, everything kicked in after that second dose. So I'm on trip, I would say number 7 right now. I've got a feeling I've got a couple more trips ahead of me. And then hopefully that'll be it for the night. Looks like I'm going to run clean by the time this is all through, so there should be no issues with the colonoscopy in the morning. Hopefully this is helpful to somebody out there, so you kind of know what the process is like. All right, check in later. All right, it's 7 a.m. Monday morning, morning of my colonoscopy. We'll be leaving in about 30 minutes. As you can probably tell by my face, I'm very tired. I was going to the restroom until about 4 in the morning, and then I just fell asleep. So I only went once after the first dose of 12 pills around 4. But then between 12:30 and 4 in the morning, I probably went 13, 14 times. And then went a couple times right after getting up about 15 minutes ago. A little concerned because it's not really running clear. It's very liquidy, but not clear. And my concern is they're going to say that we can't do it, then I have to do this all over again. I've kind of wasted a day. But I'll just tell them what happened. I definitely want to have an accurate colonoscopy. I don't want it to be obscured, so I'll talk to them and see what they say. All right, it's Monday morning of my colonoscopy. My lovely wife is driving me to my colonoscopy because I will be taking, what is it called? Propofol. That is the anesthesia that Michael Jackson famously died of. But anyway, because I'm taking that anesthesia, I have to have someone to drive me home. You're not allowed to use public transportation. You're not allowed to use Uber or Lyft because you're going to be out of it. So you need to be in a safe situation. So, am I safe to drive home with you, Kissy?
Yeah.
You know, Marie, our friend at church, told me that propofol is like a truth serum, that you can ask anything and they'll tell you the truth after the procedure. Have you heard that?
No.
All right, you'll have to tell me what I'm like after the procedure. All right, and then I'm also accompanied by my handsome son, Koa. Hi, Koa. So we're driving. I've got my checklist here. There's all kinds of paperwork and forms you're supposed to bring, your list of medications, forms that you're supposed to fill out, but I'm actually going to fill them out when I get there. My insurance card, all that, my ID. So have everything with you. They definitely do everything they can to get you all organized and ready so there's no issues. You know, I am a little nervous that my stool wasn't as clear as it sounds like it should be. I went like 14 times between midnight and 4 in the morning, then 3 times upon waking at 7 a.m. So hopefully it's clear enough for an accurate colonoscopy. What's going to happen? I've got a list of what's going to happen once I get there. So I'll check in. I guess they're going to ask me a bunch of questions about my prep. And they said they'll probably repetitively ask me the same questions just to make sure, you know, everything is safe and ready to go. Then you'll go to the pre-op area. They'll start an IV, and I'm actually very nervous about that. I'm really hard to put an IV in, and I am like totally dehydrated right now. So I hope they don't have a really hard time putting the IV in. They'll take vitals, ask about meds and prep results again. Then they'll start the sedation. I'll go into the procedure room, lie on my side, connect heart, oxygen monitors, and then it's IV sedation using propofol. I'll be asleep within 10 to 20 seconds. I won't feel or remember the procedure, and I have had this once before. Honestly, I don't remember much about it. I don't know if it's because of the anesthesia, but the one thing I do remember is it was like they turned off the lights and then turned the lights back on. I had like no sense of time passing, or it was kind of a strange experience. And while I'm asleep, they're going to be inserting a flexible scope into my rectum, which, no matter how you say it, that does not sound good. The doctor advances it through the colon. Air, CO2, is used to expand the colon for visibility. Polyps, if found, are removed immediately. That's something I didn't know. I thought removing polyps was a separate procedure, but apparently they find them and they remove them, which makes a lot of sense. Why not? Why do all this a second time? And let's see. You'll wake up in recovery, kind of feeling like I took a short nap, maybe groggy, fuzzy, maybe some mild gas and bloating from the air they use to expand. Nurse will monitor until I'm awake, vitals are stable, I can sit up and talk coherently. And then it says the doctor will usually speak with you about what was found. Hopefully nothing, but then I'll be discharged and no driving. So my wife is obviously driving me. It says plan to rest the rest of the day. I'm feeling surprisingly awake right now, even though I only got about 2 or 3 hours of sleep last night. And as far as immediate after effects, gas cramping, hunger, slight mental fog for a few hours. So basically that sounds normal for me. My primary concern now is we have about a 30-minute drive in, and I'm just hoping that I don't poop in my pants on the way to the
You should bring extra clothes.
well, I did. My mom my wife is saying that I should bring extra clothes. I did bring and this might be useful to share, I did bring extra underwear, extra shirt, just in case, God forbid, there's an accident on the way to my procedure. Yeah, I'm really hungry right now, so hopefully I can eat right after this. Any thoughts on this, Kissy, as we drive in?
I just hope everything goes well.
I'm just curious. I really don't have any clear memories of our last procedure. Anything you were with me last time, anything you can recall from when I did this 10 years ago?
I think everything you said, it's like reminds me what we did last time. Like we waited like, I think you were fine after that. Even you insist to drive, like you were after you had a operation. You went, when we get home, you went to the store right away because you're hungry. You want to eat something.
I think that was before you could drive.
No, it's after you had the surgery. You said.
No, but that was 10 years ago. You weren't driving then.
Yeah, I was not driving, but then after your surgery, we ride Uber after that, and then when we get home, we just like maybe rest and then went to the store and buy some food.
Okay.
But then the doctor said you're not allowed to drive, even though you're still.
All right. Well, that sounds like I was not following directions. Just as a, I guess, partial explanation of that is my wife has only been driving for about 2 years, so she couldn't drive at the time. And if I was going to the grocery store, that was when we were living in Waukegan.
Yeah.
So the grocery store was like literally across the street. It's not like I had to drive through a bunch of traffic. But that said, I shouldn't have done that. I don't know why I did that. Sometimes I can be kind of hard-headed. That's not really true. I'm not hard-headed, am I, Kissy?
You ask your son.
Can I be hard-headed, Koa? No? Oh, thanks. All right. That's why you're my favorite child, Koa. All right, so that's it. Well, I promise I'm not going to do something dumb like drive the vehicle right after I get home, and I'm going to follow instructions. I'm 10 years older now. I'm much wiser than I was 10 years ago, and then I'll check in with you later. All right, they found 5 polyps. One was hangry. All right, I am just getting in the car after my colonoscopy. I feel surprisingly mellow. So a friend of mine who's a nurse said that you tell the truth after you have anesthesia. So, okay. So my first thought when I woke up was, I'm happy I get to see my wife after this. So I guess that must be the truth. So there you go. That's the truth I'm saying under anesthesia. And everything seemed to go fine. Well, they found, did they tell you, Kissy, that they found 5 polyps?
No, she said you're just doing good.
Okay, yeah, I have 5 polyps. He doesn't believe any of them are cancerous, but they'll send them all for biopsies.
Okay.
4 were small, but he said 1 was an angry polyp between a nickel and a quarter size.
Oh.
But they're totally removed. But it is very good that I got my colonoscopy, because all cancer starts out as polyps. So it's good I got them removed. And now, instead of every 10 years, he wants me to get another one in 3 years. So that must mean, since I had polyps, that I have some increased risk now of colorectal cancer. You'll sit about the biopsy, so we'll confirm there's no cancer. But his initial assessment is that they did not appear cancerous. So I guess I would have preferred there to be no polyps. But the second best option is they removed them and there doesn't appear to be any cancer. And the prep wasn't perfect, but he felt like it was clear enough that he was able to see everything he needed to see. So it's successful. Then, as far as like the anesthesia, which I had a little anxiety about, because 15 to 20 people die per year from the anesthesia. I have to admit, I have the thought when I go under that, who knows, I may not wake up here. This could be it. So I'm glad I woke up. And I feel pretty mellow. I feel pretty relaxed. So that's nice. I was wondering how I'd feel when I woke up. And they said I can go anywhere I want for lunch. There's no restrictions on eating.
Why not closing?
So I am pretty hungry because I didn't eat at all yesterday.
I hate your body.
So I'm trying to think what I want to eat. As soon as I said food, all of a sudden I started feeling very hungry.
Oh.
So I guess I'm going to take a minute to figure out where I want to go eat.
Okay.
You doing okay, Koa?
He said it's hot.
Oh, you're hot?
Yeah.
Okay. Want the window open? Okay, all right. Did you have to wait a long time, buddy?
What?
Did you have to wait a long time?
Yeah.
All right. Were you able to do something interesting?
I was
What were you doing?
watching
Watching? Okay. Very good. What did you watch?
some different stuff.
Oh, you watched a variety of things?
No,
You watched different things?
and stuff that I would watch.
You what?
Something was watching.
Things you'd watched before? Okay, fair enough. So it wasn't too bad?
Yeah, it was not bad.
All right.
It's not really long. I think it's like an hour.
About an hour?
Yeah, more than an hour. Because we
Okay.
arrived here around 9.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll figure out where we're going for lunch.